Good morning and welcome to Ewetopia. It's a sunny but windy day today. Not as windy as it was last night. Last night we had quite a bit of wind damage. Nothing serious, but way down at the road our mailbox blew over and our sign actually popped out. The frame didn't break, but the sign popped out and it flew all the way to the barn. But it doesn't seem to be damaged, so we'll fix that and get it back up. And then we had tables and chairs all over the place, and the auger blew over. Arnie just got it up, so we're hoping it didn't get damaged because that's an expensive piece of equipment. But we were getting ready for corn and yeah, kind of took us off guard. Anyway, let's walk into the barn and see what today has to bring. Good morning, Jerry and Jezebel. How you guys doing today? Hey. Don't bite Jezzy. Hi. Hi, Jezebel. Hi. That's Katie. That's Katie. Hi, Jessie. How you doing today? You're a little grown up. No more silly behavior. Not Jerry. And Katie feels the pressure to herd the sheep. She's got the instinct really bad, but she knows she's not allowed to bite them. And when the lambs approach too much, like Jessie just was then, to remove the temptation, she actually self-isolates. And she put herself in the creep pen where the lamb couldn't get too much closer. And now the lamb's backed off. Jessie. It looks like she's having a drink in the drinker. Oh, Jerry. Oh, Jerry. Good job, as usual. So this is the barn we're going to vaccinate today. And then this entire lambing barn, the other side too, they'll all be done and ready for lambing. Fallon is still missing his girls, so the rams tend to spend a big portion of their day looking over the gate here into the ewe pen. Now that they're over here and mixed together, you can see that there's a lot of very pregnant girls in here. Nice udders forming, and these two groups look very healthy so far. We're gonna knock on wood because lambing is the time when you run into the most health issues with sheep. But this looks like a good healthy crew, and hopefully this year won't be too bad. So what Arnie's doing right now is this was an old alfalfa field with quite a lot of Queen Anne's lace and weeds in. So we let them eat it up, and what's left is basically the weeds and some stalks and stuff. And because these guys are pregnant, we really want them to have good feed. So he's just gonna fork out the mucky stuff. And it's not waste, like people say, oh, that's such a lot of waste, but it really isn't, because we use it for bedding. So we would have to pay for bedding or make our own, so it all works itself out in the wash. So I was talking about looking for Rosie on the sheep yesterday, and how with Suffolk is a little bit different. So you can see here, they always stand in front of the one that I want to show. But I think you can see that in this row we got udder. and their tails are too long to see their vulva, but you can see the udders are forming. But on a Suffolk, the udders are darker pigment, and so are their vulvas. So with them, we still call it rosy, but it doesn't look rosy because like that rosy pink color, it will be more the udder color like that. But it will still go loose and floppy. So if I walk down the Dorset line, you can definitely see some rosy girls. She's rosy. This one here, rosy. And see how it almost looks swollen, almost like it would be an infection swollen. It's not an infection. That's normal. That's normal. That's how they should look. And that one there, even though she's got a long tail, you can see it. It's protruding. It's swollen. If you look at your sheep that aren't pregnant or aren't close to being pregnant, it's flat. Like there's no swelling whatsoever. And there, you can see a couple more rosy girls. Those, I guarantee, will be, the rosy girls will be the first to lamb. So I think that just shows it a little bit better. So it's not just udders you're looking for. You're looking for the loosening up in preparation for lambing. And as we do get closer and they get closer to lambing, I'll show you how the lambs drop in the belly, and that's another sign. There's a girl walking who's very rosy too, you see? And this girl, I can't see if she's rosy from this angle, but I can sure see that she's got a really big belly. So she's gonna have multiples for sure. And this is the group with our little ewe that we treated with glycol. Oh, and actually she's first in line here. So she could have been a little upset with the stress. She didn't eat grain today, which is often a sign that their stomach is upset. But we just put fresh hay out, and she is eating the hay quite well. So sheep like to eat hay. That's their natural diet. So if they're not feeling well, grain is usually the first thing they'll stop eating because it can give them an upset stomach. Whereas hay adds that roughage and fills them up and is good for them. You have a comment to add to that?
I'm just going to tell you I prefer pizza.
It's all about Arnie. So, these guys are all looking good.
She's eating, that's the main thing.
Yeah, that's the main thing. And she's eating well too, so I'm thinking yeah, we're not going to give her glycol today, so because it looks like she's doing better. But we watch for it, and that's the main thing.
This one here is looking for a little better hay somewhere else.
Well, it's like the grass is greener on the other side of the fence.
Here's a nice green spot here. You want to try this spot? Hey, try that. No? Something better.
You don't like that? Not good enough? Not enough alfalfa?
The pasture was greener back there.
That's right. She's going to go back. Well, at least she's going to work off some of that fat and put on some muscle.
Well, I'm going to cover off.
Yeah, me too. We're in the coveralls. Feeding creep feed again. The ram lambs in the wean pen aren't crying today. And the bottle babies in here aren't screaming either, so everybody's weaned off. Mainly girls on this side now. Just a few more rams to wean off. Some of the younger, littler ones. This guy is a young one, believe it or not, and he's a really nice ram. Got a dot on him. He's probably going to be a keeper too. One of the bigger, heavier ones. What are you doing? Josie, you're always here. You're always here. There's a sweetheart in every barn. Yes, there's a sweetheart in every barn. Hi, how are you doing? Hi. This one and that one are sisters. Here she comes. These were the two first born in the fall. Okay? And you are pretty. Quite a drop in temperature from yesterday. But I just saw this little family sitting here. Yeah, behind the two that are battling. And it looked kind of cute if they would move. I'm in the ram pen right now. The weaned ram. And someone was saying they hadn't seen 44 for a while. But 44 is always around. Here he is. Hey, buddy. He got weighed yesterday at 95 pounds because it was his birthday. And hello, we weighed you too. You were the one who topped the scales at 120. Hey? This is Judas. And this is 44. They're so close, it's hard to videotape them. There we go. Hey, buddy. And who are you? So this guy who's wanting to be a friend is 55. I don't know if I showed it on YouTube or Instagram Reels. But he was the one that was hopping and all excited around the yard. Has really good bone structure. He's one of the youngest rams in here right now. And it's a nice ram. I see he's got a little bit of scars, but not big ones. So we'll be picking out the top weight gainers in this group. And we'll be picking the widest, longest, best conformation rams here. They will be held back to see how they grow on as potentials for breeding stock for others and ourselves. I did reboot my phone like people suggested to see if it would help my focusing, and right then it just froze again. And yeah, it's not helping. So a new phone is imminent. If I can ever get out of here to go find one. But sending to market seems to be every other farmer's best day. Sending to market is my worst day. Look at the size of Judas. That's a nice ram lamb. And he's out of season. Naturally, for a Suffolk, that's pretty good. So I imagine people might be interested in that ram. Okay, and we're now feeding a bale of hay to this group. Look at the pile up on the other side. That's quite a pile up over there. Just waiting. Don't know if that comes across on the camera, but you'd think they were starving to death. Look at them climbing over top of each other. I thought only Suffolks did that. But apparently not. Dorsets are like that too. It's coming, girls. It's coming. Look at them. You're not moving fast enough. They're starving.
I know what I feel like when I go in the house at night, late, when you don't have supper ready.
And when has that ever happened, Arnie?
We won't talk about that.
Yeah, that's because it never happens. But we could talk about the auger. Look at those girls. When I left the barn last night, I told him we should roll the auger down because of the windstorm. He thought I was being foolish, and it blew over. Hey, girls. So everyone's piling up right at the front where the bale is rolling out, and the back is empty. The smart ones will go back and grab a spot before the bale arrives. And the other ones will just jump on top of the ones in front, thinking that that'll get them food quicker. A little divider wall that we've put up between the weaned rams and the ewe lambs and the not weaned ram lambs. And the girls can go out this way into the paddock and run around. There's a bit of ice, so they gotta be a little careful. Whoa! Very cold and windy today, but like I've said before, sheep don't mind that at all. That's what their wool jackets are for. And the rams are on this side, and here comes another ram out of there. This guy, I really like this guy. He's upset because all the rams have left, so the rams are free to go to the house. Isn't that a pretty ram? I really like that guy. I don't know. Hi, bud. You're very nice. Where's all your friends? He's upset he hasn't figured it out. But the girls have sure figured it out. They're having a beano out there. Oh, you guys, are you having fun? Are you? Oh, Toonie. Woohoo! You guys, it's fun. There they go. Yesterday was a rainy, mucky day, so they didn't have fun. So today, it's all fun and games for everybody. Oh boy, you guys, this is fun times. Fun times. Oh, now the boys are on the other side of the gate. They've all come back. They heard the excitement over in the grill pen. Oh, you girls. Unless the guy backs out, I think about 30 of these ewe lambs, maybe more. We're going to keep a few of the purebred Dorsets back for ourselves. We need our replacements as well. And everybody else is supposed to be going to Nova Scotia. Hopefully that doesn't fall apart, because sales do. But I think whoever gets these lambs will be quite pleased. I think they're a really nice group. Okay, we're gonna let the rams out because it's a nice day today. The rams that came in this group from the breeding groups, they are all going to have their hoofs trimmed shortly. And they haven't been out on pasture before, but it was such a mucky day yesterday. We didn't let them out. But they're all going to get to go out today and have fun. They like that. Well, you'd think they'd like that, but they're wondering why we're in here, so they've all come back. They want to be around you, eh? But pretty soon, Honey or Hitman's going to be joining this group and see how we can walk around with our big rams with nobody hitting us or going after us. That's how it has to be. So we'll have to see how he behaves in here, because we can't have one ram that's nasty and all the others nice. But I see that ram, he really wants attention. So he just has to learn how to get attention properly. So we're gonna vaccinate all those sheep we brought over to the lambing barn yesterday. They're due for their Glamvac 6 now. And as you can see, for length of sheep, this ewe at the front, this is what, 8-foot panel? She almost fills the whole thing all on her own. We have very long sheep here. Okay, so we're gonna start vaccinating with the Glamvac 6. And Arnie says he's gonna be in a festive, happy mood for it. And it's gonna go really well.
Love you, Lynn.
And hopefully...
Love you, Lynn.
Love you too, Arnie. Two can play the manipulative game.
What's the suffer? Before we start?
And just watch those dogs don't bite the sheep. Okay, this time we're not going to videotape the whole thing because I know that's terribly boring. Just know that we are going to give them sub-Q shots, all of these girls, to cover the ewes for their yearly shot and to cover their unborn lambs until they're old enough to get their shots at about 3 months old.
Can't go around that corner.
There, I think, as soon as they figure out the corner's there. Come on. Come on, back up. Back up. Back up. Totally will not. Oh, there you go. Come on. No. Wait. Okay. These girls, you can see how wide they are by how much they fill up the chute. And when they run out, you want your sheep to be able to fill the chute like that. So these are the Dorsets going through now. And you see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a double chute for the Dorsets with some space. With our Suffolks, we can only fit 4 in the chutes, so they're a much bigger breed. And although these are wide girls, they're not quite as wide or tall or long as the Suffolks. And that's it for the shots. They're all done. I think that only took half an hour. We just did 100 sheep. Okay, so that's it for another episode on Ewetopia Farms. We'll close the gates on another day and invite you to join us again on the farm tomorrow. Bye for now.